The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Incoming Public Works and Highways Secretary Manuel Bunoan says the agency will be launching new priority projects under the Marcos Jr. administration. On One News, Chiefs Bunoan said the department will continue the Duterte administration's Build, Build, Build program. But aside from this, Bunoan said they will also jumpstart other projects over the next 6 years, including farm-to-market roads, additional hospitals, and roads that will ease traffic congestion. The DPWH also aims to build infrastructure that can help boost tourism in the country.
We have to be very selective, actually. At the same time, we need to provide support to agricultural production, particularly in farm-to-market roads and irrigation and water impounding projects. So we have to put all this into yung working list para makapag-simula kami ng husto.
Film icon Susan Roces has been laid to rest peacefully on Thursday right beside the tomb of her late husband and legendary actor Fernando Poe Jr. JC Cosico with the details.
It was a solemn and emotional funeral mass for the late queen of Philippine movies, Susan Roces, at the Heritage Park in Taguig City.
And a beautiful soul is never forgotten. Of course, who can forget Lola Cap or Lola Flora? At basta pagkailangan ng gamot, huwag mahihiyang magtanong. So, Jesusa, Purificación Levi Sonora po. You are now home at last. Your mission is fully accomplished. Rest now in God's paradise.
Just like the public viewing, several fans had waited all morning at the Manila North Cemetery to pay their final respect for the actress. One of those is Ramon, who came all the way from Caloocan.
Napakabait na tao, no? Kasi early 70s, nagpupunta kami sa bahay sa San Juan, along with Rosemary Sonora, kapatid niya. Meron siyang pabingo sa mga fans. No? May get-together. Every weekends, meron siyang pabingo sa bahay niya. Napakabait na tao at saka isang malaking kawalan sa industriya ng pelikulang Pilipino.
Meanwhile, veteran actresses Boots Anson Roa and Beth Orteza attended Ross's burial. Both honored the icon's mark in the industry.
Nag-final French leave na si Susan. In character, she left very quietly, very gracefully, na walang ginagambala, walang iniistorbo. And she lives with us a great legacy. She has touched many lives.
Several politicians also paid respect for Roces, including President Duterte, who dropped by her final wake on Wednesday. As for her daughter, Senator Grace Poe, she recalled how simple her mama Inday was and how supportive she was to her husband, the late king of Philippine movies, Fernando Poe Jr.
Hindi namin kinalimutan kung paano maging mahirap. At sa kanyang buhay, hindi siya mahilig sa mga signature, mga tapang at maalagang asawa.
It was May 20 when the veteran actress died due to cardiopulmonary arrest at 80 years old. She is now laid to rest beside FPJ. For News 5, JC Cosico, we are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The White House is calling on the U.S. to tighten its gun laws once and for all in the wake of yet another deadly shooting or school shooting. Press Secretary Karine Jean-Pierre echoed the thoughts of U.S. President Joe Biden, who spoke on Tuesday about his personal experience in dealing with the pain of losing a child. Watch this.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. On Tuesday, as you all know, the parents of 19 kids did what so many of us parents do every morning. They gave their kids a kiss, told them they love them, and wished them a good day at school. They figured their kids would spend their day reading, writing, doing math, playing with friends at recess. These kids never came home. Some of these parents needed to give DNA samples to be able to identify their own children. These were elementary school kids. They should be losing their first teeth, not losing their lives. They should be at Little League, softball, and soccer practices this weekend. These parents should be planning their kids' summer, not their child's funeral. As a parent, it is unfathomable to me that this happened. These kids had their whole lives in front of them. Our hearts ache for their families. Our hearts ache for the family and loved ones of the teachers who were killed. Schools should be sanctuaries of learning, not battlefields. And teachers should be there to teach, nurture, prepare our children for the future, not to be gunned down or asked to sacrifice their own lives for the kids they love. But that is what two heroic teachers did in Uvalde, killed while trying to protect their students. I'm a parent of an elementary school student. I know many of you in this room are as well. We cannot become numb to this. We will not accept this. A grocery store, a church, an elementary school, and this is just in the last few days. It is unacceptable. Clearly, the President is very much, and the First Lady is looking forward to meeting with the families, community leaders when they're there on Sunday. We have been trying to give the family some time to grieve, as this just happened 2 days ago. But again, he's going to see them on Sunday and have that opportunity to offer comfort.
Meanwhile, the PNP Firearms and Explosive Office says that it's harder for ordinary citizens to get a gun here in the Philippines. In an interview with Radyo 5, PNP Firearms and Explosives Director Val De Leon says gun ownership in the country is a matter of privilege, whereas in other jurisdictions, it's a right. So while the PNP has simplified the licensing process by allowing the online submission of documents, the stringent requirements for gun ownership still make it hard for most people to get licensed firearms.
Bago ka bigyan ng lisensya, ay mag-submit ka ng mga kaukulang mga dokumento tulad ng birth certificate, proof of income, oo, tsaka thereafter, meron ka rin nire-require ka na nilang kumuha ng mga police clearance and take the neuro and drug test. And then finally, you have to undergo also the gun safety and responsible gun ownership, responsible gun ownership seminar.
Filipino basketball fans have yet to move on from the heartache caused by the Gilas Pilipinas men's silver finish during the 31st Southeast Asian Games. But one local sports official admits the country's defeat was not surprising. Marty Bautista with a story.
The Philippines was supposed to bag its 14th consecutive gold medal for the men's basketball in the 31st Southeast Asian Games. But Gilas Pilipinas broke the hearts of every Pinoy basketball fan after Indonesia outlasted them in the final match 85-81. A few days have passed since the SEA Games closing ceremony. The players and staff of the Gilas Pilipinas have since arrived home. But the silver medal finish continues to be a hot topic on social media. Only recently did the Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas publish a statement on their social media pages. SBP President Al Pandillo took responsibility for the failed gold medal bid. But for former Olympian swimmer and current Congressman Eric Buhain, Filipino fans need to understand that the atmosphere of basketball has drastically changed for Asia.
Nagbabago ang basketball. Nag-iiba na, meron ng mga import naturalized citizens na. So yun ang nagkakaroon ng effect eh. So tayo naman maganda ang basketball program natin. Marami tayong basketball leagues. Yun nga lang, medyo kalat-kalat na siguro rush na minadali yung pagka-form ng team.
The fallout marked as a first for Gilas Pilipinas since the SEA Games Championship title in 1991.
Of course, nadidisappoint tayo. I'm disappointed, but I'm not really surprised. Because talagang aabutan ka rin talaga. Hindi naman lahat tayong panalo. Ang akin lang, huwag tayong matalo next time.
Despite Gilas Pilipinas sending a star-studded lineup in Vietnam, PBA legend and current PSC Commissioner Ramon Fernandez points out the improvement of Asian basketball teams.
You have to give it to Indonesia and Thailand. Talagang nag-improve na rin talaga sila ng malaki, no? Lalo na may naturalized na ang Indonesia din. Ang Indonesia kasi talagang nagpalakas ng basketball yan dahil isa sila sa host next year, hindi ba, sa FIBA 23. Tayo, Japan at Indonesia ang host nan. Sila lang ang hindi automatically kasama doon. They have to go through qualifying rounds, no, for them to qualify sa FIBA 23. Kaya kinuha nila si Toroman nga, pinalakas talaga nila.
Netizens are now speculating the possibility of former Gilas Pilipinas head coach and current Ateneo Blue Eagles head coach Tab Baldwin's return to the squad. But SBP President Al Panlilio has yet to make a statement regarding the matter. At the moment, the Gilas men are already preparing for their redemption story as they are set to compete in the upcoming 2022 FIBA Asia Cup that is set to take place in July. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later again at 11 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.